I don't know. I'm maybe one of the few people out there. Like, I kind of wish every sport was just let them do it. Like, just let's see a guy break 100-meter record in like 8 seconds. Like, I want to see a guy that looks like he's not touching the ground. Like, I want to see a baseball get hit out of the fucking park. I want to see a quarterback hit a guy in the numbers so hard that at the 5-yard line, when he catches the ball, it becomes a touchdown because he just launches dude into the end zone. You know what I mean? I want to see that. So I never, like, when I look at Sapenkov, I'm like that kid that grew up with the superhuman, like, He-Man dolls and all that stuff.
Same way.
And so I loved big, strong, like, you know, like that was my epitome of what, you know what I mean? Like
masculinity is,
you know, in my early 20s, and, you know, when I found out like Stallone was on steroids and Hogan was on steroids,
of course,
Arnold, it shattered my like belief system and like my life, because it was like they cheated and these are my heroes, and then, you know,
then you find out everybody does it. Then you find out your whole gym is on it. And
or like when Ben Johnson was stripped of his title and the world record and stuff, and then they retested the did you hear about this? So he, you know, the gold medal was stripped from him,
I remember,
given to Carl Lewis and gone down. Somebody had the presence of mind to keep all the samples of everyone that was in the finals, and they were like, we're going to retest this when we have the proper technology. They did, and everyone was dirty.
Yeah, of
course. Everyone.
Yeah, they're all on an even playing field. Yeah.
And guess what? No one gave an apology. No one said, okay, we either strip them all or reinstate, give him, you know, no, that politics and everything else is what happened there, you know? And you can't vilify, you know, when they say, what does it take to win, right? Or to be a champion. And people say, I'll do anything. Well, that stuff is part of the anything.
That's right. That's
you know
true.
what I mean? And is it why do people not talk about it or whatever? You know what? You don't want your kids growing up believing that they have to take this stuff in order to be. But guess what? No one's asking them to. No one's asking kids to take steroids. No one's asking you. You do what you can, and then you come to become an adult and have to make an adult decision. Do I want to make $22 million a year in the NFL, or do I want to make, you know, $100,000 in the CFL? Like, it's a big difference. And a $22 million salary a year means I have to put this stuff as an adult into my body, or
you're gonna do it.
You know, join the rec group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's not, to me, it's a no-brainer. Like, when you're talking about setting not just your life, your children's life, your children's life, your children's life. Right. It's not a, you know what I mean?
But it's not, you know, I'm 45. I'm on testosterone therapy. I'd be the first one to admit it. I've admitted it on my other podcast. And I mean,
but why did you feel the need to do that? Why did you feel the need to tell people your personal business? I mean, here's the thing. Like,
people respect transparency.
You're 45 years old, and between you and your doctor, you made a fucking business decision. And guess what? When I was in the military, they call it, what do they call it? I don't know. I had some trauma. I had, and it's kind of, for a while there, it shut down my my testosterone. And they gave me, initially, it was like a rub I put on my belly. And then it was, and then they were like these gel pills.
I know exactly.
And, you know, everything monitored but I could care less. I mean, you know, then it became injectable, you know, because it just wasn't absorbing correctly or whatever.
My doctor is completely against the rub. He says, he told me, if we're going to do this, you have to do the injection. I said, all right.
Oh, did he? Yeah. He's like, there's a lot of problems with the rub. And my father was on the rub for a while. And, but you want to know personally why I did it initially? Because when my test shut down, so did my ability to perform, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
You know, and that was killing my my morale. That was killing my relationships. It was making me frustrated.
Absolutely.
You know, and then when that changed, you know, and, you know, I don't need to be on therapy anymore. Like, I don't know, like my body balanced or whatever.
It happens. Yeah.
You know, but for like after my accident, like for about 2 years, I was reliant, and I was worried that I'd have to be on it for forever. But you don't need to have to tell people that shit. That's your personal business, and people are going to speculate anyway. It doesn't matter, and I don't give a fuck. Like if I jump over a building and I did it naturally, I mean, guess what? No one's going to believe it anyway.
It's
no,
true.
You know what I mean? No matter if you do something supernatural, the first thing someone's going to say is he's on.